Hey everyone, welcome to your weekly energy update. And this week we have the full moon in Cancer on January 6th. It'll be around 4:07 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so you can adjust that for wherever you're at in the world. And so, of course, around a full moon, we can really be aware of the emotions that we have, because it always amplifies the emotions, like it impacts the tides of the water. It impacts the emotions that we have. So we're always sensitive around a full moon, but because the moon is in Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, even more. A water moon impacts us even more. So be really aware of the emotions that you're focusing on around a full moon, because it is going to be expanded. Also, the moon is going to be opposite Mercury in Capricorn, which does bring in like this revelation of truths that will come in. And so for this reading, we are going to be looking into what emotional truths does your shadow want revealed. We'll be looking at that. Also, of course, being around a full moon, it is an important time where we can use that energy for unveiling and letting go ceremonies to release things. Usually you get like 10 that you can focus on, and if you really do a ceremony within 8 hours before the full moon, it prepares the full moon energy to release these things. Now, if you present your wish, kind of your wish of unveiling and letting go, in a form of gratitude, like thank you for unveiling and helping me to let go of blocks that stood between me and fill in the blank, that allows this energy to help you with becoming aware, with the unveiling of things that are blocking you, but also the energy helps you in letting go of it. When we are looking at a, new moon wishes and full moon release type of things, when we focus on the energies around the sign of the moon, it is even more powerful, even more expansive. So just briefly, I'm going to pop up a screen here that talks about the Cancer impact, the Cancer type of energy. And when you look at that, Cancer is the, house and energy of home. So it's your home life, even your physical living structure. Do you desire to change a location or living situations? Is it time for a visit to that place you call home? Or are you looking up sprucing up or changing the energy of your nest? Do you have a sacred space within your home that's designated for you alone? That's something to consider. Cancer is also about family. So can the family tree use some care, or are there chains that can be broken? How do you relate to your childhood? What can use some transformation or revelation in regards to that? Also, it has to do with a giving heart. Cancers, all of you that have Cancer in your chart, are you overgiving? Are you wanting to move from this energy of codependence to independence or interdependence? Also, because your water energy is coming in here with Cancer, are you trusting your gut or wanting to enhance or upgrade your intuition? As I mentioned, Cancer is ruled by the moon, our mother Luna. So what also can be transformed in your relationship with mother figures? Is it time to think about parenthood or how you can be a nurturing source for others? Also, Cancer loves food. What is your relationship with food? What can be changed about your diet? And also, the Cancer sign rolls over the breast, the chest cavity, the pancreas, abnormal growths, and digestive related issues. So you can bring all of that into this unveiling and release type of ceremony. So I do have videos for each individual zodiac sign. And for the reading, as I mentioned, we are going to be looking into what emotional truths does your shadow want revealed right now. So we're going to jump into your sign right now. All right, Capricorn, this is your weekly energy update. And we're going to start off here by pulling from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box of this video down below. So if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick them up. So let's see here. Where does your shadow feel you could use some emotional truth revelations? So what area? All right, that's this one right here. And you've got abundance. Beautiful card there. That is card number 38. We'll just put this up here. Let's see what comes in here for you. So take advantage of this time of abundance. It's all around you. Possibility and opportunity are everywhere, and you're open and responsive to the abundance around you. There is enough for everyone. And the Hunter moon is the traditional moon of plenty. It was when game was at its most plentiful, so the people would not go hungry. The moon was large and bright in the sky, like the full moon that's coming up. And in some cases, deep orange, and there was a great deal of light to go hunting well into the evening. Our ancient ancestors couldn't just go off to the supermarket to buy what they needed to eat. Meat didn't come on trays wrapped in plastic. Eggs were gathered. Warm clothing was made from skins of the same animals that were hunted for meat. Nothing was wasted. This abundance was part of a cycle just like any other. It wasn't present all the time, so this time of year was to be taken advantage of while the going was good. The barrenness of winter would soon return. Hunters had to be prepared. They had to have their weapons ready and their tracking skills honed. As modern people, we are less used to these natural cycles of plenty and barrenness because most of us have stepped away from growing food and the natural environment. However, these cycles are still there, even if we are not part of them consciously. So this moon normally rises in October in the northern hemisphere, and so was before the winter snows. Companion stone for this is citrine, so if you're into companion stones. I really feel what really stood out to me is there is enough for everyone. And the energy of this is this feeling of lack, this feeling that there isn't enough. Like there's some old emotions where you were deprived of things, either emotion or physical things, money or whatever it might have been, that has created this fear of not having enough. And I feel like that is what is bubbling up to the surface. We're also going to pull a card here from the Into the Lonely Woods deck. See what they'd like to add into that. So what else for Capricorn, please? Okay, I feel like it's this one right here. And you've got To Watch Over You, card number 8. Love these cards. We'll put that down here. And let's see what message comes with this one for you. You are seen, beautiful soul. Your isolation sometimes leads you to feel as though your existence will go unobserved. You are not invisible. You are seen and loved, even in these moments of absolute aloneness. The eyes of the spirit world watch over you more closely now than ever before. And these beings who dwell within all the elements, in every tree, in every breeze, within the deep and good earth, see you and wish to guide you. They are here to help you with what you need to know. So learn to trust the messages that are coming through for you. And no, you're not losing what we call the mind. You are deepening your relationship with the true nature of this beautiful world. The owl knows your name and is calling you home. I love it. So these do work very well together, because this does talk about, I feel like these together are like what the Five of Pentacles card in the tarot, which is these feelings of being abandoned, being left out in the cold, being left behind. But there's this transformation that happens because we have this fear of lack that when we depend on humans to bring us what we feel we need in each moment, they do let us down, because humans are fallible, they're fickle. When they go into fear, they withdraw their support. And so we do have every right to fear if we are looking for them to bring us what we need in each moment. But when this transformation comes, you are seen, you are known. So when you turn inward and upward to the creator, to source, whatever you believe that higher power is, when you trust that they are the ones that will bring you whatever you need in each moment, then you build this trust, you build this relationship, you feel this abundance, because you always will have everything you need. Now, maybe not everything you want or all the future needs in this moment, but you do have what you need. And so this is like this fear is coming up to allow you to really discover where these feelings and these fears of lack are coming in. Now we're going to pull from the Sun and Moon Tarot here as well and see what else that they would have, about this situation and this emotion, this fear that's rising. Okay, what else? I feel like this one too. Okay. So let's take a look here. This is the first one here. Perfect. So you have the Prince of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is the journey that takes their good old time to discover. I mean, all knights go on a quest, and this one quests for the Ace of Pentacles, which is abundance and wholeness and fullness that we find within. And, this is the journey of what I was talking about, because this is the action. It does have its seasons, like it talks about here too, about the seasons changing. It takes time for the insides to make its way out to the outsides, because we change from the inside out, not the outside in. So this is a little bit of a patience card too, knowing that as you do this inner work and as these emotions come up, it does flow out to the outside world. You do have the Temperance. So Temperance is another patience card, I know, but it's about balancing as well. The balancing of our thoughts and our beliefs and our mindsets, as usually there's like a scale. Actually, Temperance is more the two cups that go back and forth, and it's the weighing out of things. It's the movement, it's the alchemy that happens as things unfold, things expand, things change, but it does take time for this to form. So they are saying be patient with yourself as this abundance feeling builds up inside you and makes its way out to the outside world. You'd have the Nine of Wands. Wands is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your inspiration, but also is this inner kind of hermit reflection where you find and you discover your power. Because you can see all those wands have moons, except one has a star or a sun. And that's your Ace of Wands. It shows that you are the only one that can block your abundance, that can block how you feel about the world. Because when we focus our energy on what we feel is missing or what we don't want in our life or our fears, it expands that, it grows that. But if we instead change our energy to one of gratitude, one for what we want in our life and the things we want to expand, like unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, all that grows. So this is you stepping into your power, understanding that you hold the strength, you hold the ability to grow things in your life, but it depends on where you are focusing. And here's the Ace of Swords. So this does connect you to the higher realms. The Ace of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And so as you connect to the capital T truths of the higher world, those that are rooted in unconditional love, like we talked about, this belief of that the creator of all things has eternal love for you, which means it never ends. Unconditional love for you, which means you can never lose it. There's not even one condition for it. As that becomes your foundation, and you know that the spirit creator brings you what you need in each moment, and you can't lose it, that they would never withdraw you having your abundance in each moment. Then you're able to cut away more thoughts and beliefs and mindsets of those fears of losing conditional love, where those fears of lack come from. You're able to cut those away. So I like that. Excuse me. And then we're going to pull from the archetype cards here. This is going to tell you a bit about where these emotions originally originated from. Like my English. This will tell us more about like what like person or personality type that showed up in your life taught you about this fear of lack. Okay. No. I don't want any of those, so tell us more about this. Okay, there it is. And you've got the king. There you go. Someone who is in control. These have both light and dark attributes. So the light attributes, it's someone who's enlightened, and they are a benevolent leader, and they benefit those who are in their charge. So that would be more the creator, someone that will always take care of those that are in their charge. We're in the creator's charge. You know, we're under their kingdom, we're under their blanket, we're under their umbrella. Now, when a human is in fear, then there's excessive feelings of entitlement and rulership without restraint. And so that really brings in this energy of, you know, when there's a loving emperor, it's an emperor who is loved. And just because they give of the royal treasury and take care of their kingdom. But when our human side, we can be in that energy, we can be in that archetype. But when our little child inside of us feels unsafe or out of control, it becomes a tyrant. It wants to feel safe, it wants to feel in control, and it'll do whatever it needs to feel that way, which is also depriving others of their sustenance. Like I was talking about, they pull back everything. They keep the royal treasury to themselves, and they also try to get control from other people as well. So that makes sense that this individual is the one that may be withheld. You know, it's like a father or a parent or someone that's in authority over you that withheld from you and spoiled themselves. Like, you got to have mac and cheese and they got to have steak. You know, they were like, they put themselves first in your relationship. It's that kind of energy that you had younger, where people pulled back their support and left you to fend for yourself in a way. We're also going to pull from the True Heart Intuitive Tarot here. Let's find out more about this. So what else? Tell us about this king in this situation. Okay. I do want that one, and that one, this one, and this one. And I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I know we go through it on purpose for a purpose, but I know it sucks. And then you have the Tower. And the Tower does tell you, just like I was saying, that no matter what happens in our life, that it always... things that are brought into our life and brought out of our life always are for us. Life does not happen to us. It is all arranged. And when we have people leave our lives, or situation leaves our life, or whatever it might be, or things that are brought in, it's always for our highest experience and to bring in what we have asked to be able to learn and what we've been able to experience here. So, I like this, that it's trying to show us that no matter what happened when we were younger, that taught us this, that we had an agreement that this individual would do those things, say those things, have those things happen, so that we could experience what lack and what feeling small and abandoned and out in the cold, like I was talking about that Five of Pentacles left behind. We came down here to experience those things. And I know you might be going like, what? Are we masochists or what's going on? But we are powerful, spiritual, eternal beings made of unconditional love. We came down here to experience our opposites. And though we're veiled while we're down here, we're truly not in any danger. We're truly never abandoned, never left behind. This is the brave part of ourself, the superhero, this, shadow side of us came down here to experience this life because we're the brave part, the courageous part of ourselves that other parts would be like, heck no, I'm not going to go down there and feel detached from this powerful being that I am. So I do like that. You have the Princess of Wands. So the Princess of Wands is the Page of Wands. So she is about this. We talked about the Nine of Wands. They offer you the Ace of Wands, and it stands in your power. You're able to really grasp that whatever you focus on is what grows. And so when something gets moved out of our life, if we're like, oh, lost, missing, that expands, that grows, and we get to experience that to the fullest. But when we're ready, we can switch our focus to that of abundance, that it's happening for me, what am I grateful for, and then that energy just transforms. Yes, into this joy, life overflowing, full. Just like our life is full of everything, abundance that we could ever need. So we truly get to understand that our perspective is what we see. We don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. So even in, dire situations that other people may put a definition of dire, destructive, horrible, we can look and go, you know what? Let me focus on what is beautiful in this moment, because there is so much to be thankful for in each moment. And if you ever want to transform your energy, like we're talking about with the Nine of Wands and the Princess of Wands, try a gratitude journal and just do it, like set a goal for 31 days or whatever a month is that you have coming up. And just try to write one thing every day that you are grateful for without repeating it. And by the end of that 31 days, you will have noticed this energy change in your life. And you might even, like me, I continue to go on for like 4 or 5 months without repeating anything, because in the beginning, I was just loving the energy of feeling grateful for so many things and seeing how grateful I was. And then that energy started drawing in more things to be grateful for. So you just definitely have this positive ability to bring sunshine into your own life. And then here we have the Nine of Wands again, the Nine of Wands showing itself. So definitely Spirit showing that we have the power. We're the only one that blocks ourselves from the abundance. So I like it. And then we're going to pull here from the Naked Heart Tarot and see what the final messages from Spirit are around this. So for Capricorn, what else? Okay. Anything else? Okay. So we'll start with this one here. We do have the Sun. Yes, another bright sun. This is victory. This is just one of the most abundant cards in the entire deck. So not surprised that this came out with it all. This is the possibilities we have. It can shine light on so many different areas of our life. And so when we face this feeling of lack, we truly get into this understanding that we are so, so blessed that we will have everything we need always in each moment. And then here's the Innocence of Wands, so the Page of Wands also coming up again. So definitely the same energies being reinforced over and over again to really say that this was the message, that we are the ones that control abundance in our life by where we're focusing our attention and where we're focusing our energy. Yeah. Then you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is about finding your wholeness and your completeness from within. And then you're never alone. You have spirit here, like this was talking about. You are seen, you are known. You're not down here wandering around unnoticed and abandoned or left behind. You're the alien mothership didn't come down and drop you off and then take off. You have spirit. You're surrounded by a posse of beautiful support, of unconditional love, eternal love. It's all your guardian angels and your spirit guides, your loved ones who've already gone back to the other side, your ancestors, whatever you believe, those beings of unconditional love and light, they are with you and around you. Yep, and then you have the Eight of Swords. So this is great to end up on because the swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. You can see how the rose is being confined by those thoughts and those beliefs and the thorns. And this is basically you learning and understanding what of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets are making you feel blinded and bound and trapped. And as you look at those things, as you look back on this king, as the situations when you're young, when these emotions come from the subconscious to the conscious, once we become conscious of them, we begin to really transform them because we're aware of them. We no longer give them our power, and you have this power shift that happens. So I do love this for you, Capricorn. If you are looking for even more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out pick a card readings, monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign, and a few other types of videos throughout the month. If you don't want to miss out on any of those and get updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then also by clicking the subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. When you go in there, if you select the all option, two things happen. One, you'll be notified immediately when new videos are posted. But two, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. I know. In addition to all that, it also helps spread the Zen love, and it does help the channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm super giddy, happy, excited, and wants to automatically share the videos of the channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information on how to book reading is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, Capricorn, as you step throughout this week, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.